strength is in your name, for you alone can save. You will deliver me. Yours is the victory. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear? I know who goes before me. I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always by my side. And nothing formed against me shall stand. You hold the whole world in your hand. I'm holding on to your promises. You are faithful. You are faithful. And nothing formed against me shall stand. You hold the whole world in your hand. I'm holding on to your promises. You are faithful. You are faithful. You are faithful. I know who goes before me. I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always by my side. I know who goes before me. I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The God of angel armies is always by my side.
Good morning, Springtown Church. We're glad you're here today. It's a beautiful day, and to start off our announcements, we have the Back to School Prayer Rally taking place tonight at the high school auditorium here in Springtown. It starts at 6 o'clock p.m. Most life groups, I believe, have canceled their services and their events tonight so that we could all be a part of this Back to School Prayer Rally. Come on out and join this community effort at the high school auditorium. Get out your calendars and mark September 13th from 2 to 4 up here at the church building. There will be a baby shower for John and Christy Bailey. So come on out and support that. Our family camp out is starting to fill up pretty quick over at Mineral Well State Park. You can pick up a flyer in the foyer and get more information and make plans to attend this wonderful time of fellowship. Our life groups will start up next week. The Dials Life Group will continue to meet at 5:30. The Pearson's Life Group will meet at 6 o'clock p.m. And if you're a teenager here in the Springtown area, you can come to the building here and get a ride at 5:45 to the Pearsons. The Gilbert Life Group will also be kicking off their life group next week, and it'll be at 5 o'clock at the Gilbert's home. Also, the Halls family, Lance and Ashley Hall that is having the Poolville area life group for the Poolville area teens starting at 5 o'clock. The building continues to have its meeting time here at 6 o'clock here in the annex. And the Reno area is also having a life group that will start up on September 13th at 5 o'clock p.m. And you'll bring sandwiches and chips, and that starts again September 13th. Mission Sunday is coming up October 11th, 2015. Our goal is to have 42,700 coming our way so that we can support great ministry points such as the Kenyon Prison Ministry. And we're going to talk a little bit about that at this time. Judy.
I was in prison and you visited me.
The Kenyon Prison Ministry is bringing good news and hope to the hopeless, following the words of Jesus in Matthew 25:36. We were introduced to this ministry through Judy Jennings, as this effort has been a passion of hers. She has put together this PowerPoint to show us this great mission. Their mission?
To provide the good news of salvation through the gospel of Jesus Christ to those serving time in prison.
Believing that no life is beyond the reach of God's power, Eric and Ismail are taking the gospel to the prisons. One of the prisons they minister to is the Carricho Maximum Prison.
Eric and Ismail go where others fear to go. They teach in the midst of suffering, surrounded by noise, concrete, iron bars, and razor wire. There they offer hope to the hopeless.
Besides this teaching, they also sing praises to God. There continues to be hearts that are touched by the message, and prisoners have given their lives over to God. The same is true in the SCOC Minimum Prison, where many of the same activities take place: preaching, singing, praying, and touching hearts with the message of the Word. Here is Eric.
Eric, doing what he does best.
Preaching the gospel.
God hears the prayers of those who ask for forgiveness.
And just last month, this picture was taken as prisoners were praying and repenting of their sins. There is also a women's prison in Carricho that they minister to as well, and many of them having to care for their babies while in prison. But through this work, the gospel is being presented, and these women are turning their lives over to God. Here's one such story.
Immediately after her release, Florida came to the church building and asked to be baptized.
And the ministry doesn't stop once they have been released from prison. What else does Eric and Ismail do?
Eric and Ismail spend many hours counseling the ex-prisoners and their families to ensure a smooth transition back into the family and community.
Sadi is a good example of this part of the work. Once a criminal, he is now a barber in his village, and his parents and the villagers are also very proud of him.
Gray was a strong leader in the prison church. He led singing and enrolled prisoners in the World Bible School courses. Now he leads singing for Carricho Church of Christ.
And here is Isaac Bett, who was a murderer at 16, and now he's a plumber, a trade that he learned while he was in prison.
He also learned about God when Eric and Ismail came to SCOC, and now he works as a plumber and he teaches the youth at SCOC Church of Christ.
And that's great. And as a separate item on our Mission Sunday is the need for a four-wheel drive vehicle to carry the needed supplies such as Bibles, WBS materials, and portable baptistries. The prison ministry is an important part of our Mission Sunday efforts. Have you started praying for this special day yet? Have you considered what you could do? We hope you have. And may God bless you in the efforts to further His kingdom, here and abroad. That's all the video announcements at this time. We have a special day of worship planned for you. I hope that you are moved and touched by the message of today's service.